Thanks for staying with us here on Penn Sports Radio, Lehigh Valley's leader in live high school sports. Live at Rockne Hall, I'm Dan Wanser, your play-by-play voice for this evening's action between Allentown Central Catholic and Easton in this EPC quarterfinal matchup. Alongside me, Scott Johnston. Scott, we've gotten the national anthem, we've gotten the prayer, and now we're getting starting lineups. We'll roll through them right here. First, with the visiting team, the Easton Red Rovers. Your 5 starters, it'll be number 4, Ryan Boylan, number 12, Aaron Clark, number 2, Nishan Johnson, number 5, Assad Brown, and number 10, Chris Huey. For Central Catholic, the home team in this one, it's number 0, Christian Spagnardi, number 1, Jalen Green, number 2, Tyson Thomas, number 11, Liam Joyce, and number 20, the senior, Nick Filchner.
I know we're only moments away from opening tip here, Dan, as the fans are settling in here at Rockne Hall. We've got a nice crowd on hand, and you have a gut feeling on how this one's going to go tonight?
You look at the playoff matchups like this, and I have to say I think Central Catholic is the better team. Now, the better team doesn't always win, and the key for me for Central Catholic is not starting slow. The last time I saw Central Catholic was here against Parkland. Parkland started the game on an 8-0 run. That's not something Central Catholic can have tonight after they did that at Easton. They have to find a way to settle in and survive any potential opening surge from Easton, who definitely has revenge on their mind. It's the home whites for Central Catholic and the road reds for Easton. Two teams will make their way out to half court. Nick Filchner will jump for Central Catholic, and it's number 2, Nishan Johnson, who will jump for Easton. You hear the whistle. The official's making his way out toward half court, and the ball is up, and we are underway. Easton with the opening tip. They win it back to Assad Brown, and he hands off to a teammate. It was Clark. Clark swings it over to Johnson and then gets it right back. Clark on the near side wing throws the alley-oop, and he finds Nishan Johnson, who lays it in for the opening bucket of this one. Easton moving right to left, Central Catholic left to right, and we get a block on the other end. It was Liam Joyce trying to move quickly in transition. Thought there may have been a goaltend there. No call from the official. Back the other way comes Easton again, moving from right to left. It's Assad Brown at the top of the key. He swings it to his right to Chris Huey. Chris Huey hands off to Boylan, who goes top of the key. Clark tries to cross it over, but he has his pocket picked by Jalen Green. Give him the steal. Here comes Central Catholic. It's Filchner driving the baseline. Filchner finds Liam Joyce, and Joyce lays it in. Joyce got the pass on the far side elbow, and he took one step in and laid it in. We're tied at 2, 7:05 to go here in the first quarter. We'll play 4 8-minute quarters. It's Boylan controlling on the far side wing, being guarded by Filchner. He fakes right, goes left, and then finds Assad Brown on the near side wing. He drives in, stops, kicks it out to Clark on the near side wing. Now Clark will look to drive the lane. He stops, kicks it far side corner. It's Chris Huey for 3. It's a brick. The rebound is pulled down by Spagnardi. He hands off to Filchner, and the other way come the Vikings. Filchner on the far side, cycles toward the top of the key and hands off to Tyson Thomas, the point guard. Tyson Thomas controls. He gets a screen from Liam Joyce, stops on the near side wing, goes free throw line Filchner. Filchner backs it out, goes down low Joyce. Joyce turns around, tries a floater. It won't go, can't grab his own rebound. Instead, it's Huey for Easton. Huey gets it back at the free throw line. His floater is up, rattles around, no good. Ball tipped by Filchner, and it must have been touched by someone on Easton. I believe it was Huey, so they're going to give possession back to Central Catholic. Central Catholic moving quickly. The inbounds pass stretches beyond half court to Joyce. He hands off to Filchner, and now they'll reset. Filchner just a step in front of half court. He gives a bounce pass to Spagnardi at the top of the key, who finds Tyson Thomas on the far side wing. Thomas goes down low. Joyce looks like Central's trying to focus on a mismatch down low, and Joyce finishes, being guarded by Nishan Johnson. Johnson looks significantly smaller up here compared to Liam Joyce, and Joyce has 4 early points. It's 4-2.
Yeah, it's a good sign for Central Catholic with Liam Joyce getting involved early. All 4 points for the Vikes as they lead this one 4-2 with 5:45 to go here in the opening quarter.
Boylan finds a teammate. Eventually now it's Clark on the near side wing. He drives in, crosses over, goes into a triple team, nothing going. May have wanted a foul, but with 3 defenders, you're not going to get one. Tyson Thomas now bringing the ball up the other way, left to right, top of the key. It's Tyson Thomas. He rolls to his right and finds Jalen Green near side wing. He goes down low, Spagnardi. He goes back to Green. Green into contact, can't get the layup, but he gets the foul. Jalen Green is going to head to the line to shoot 2.
Seen a feverish first quarter here, Dan. Up and down these two teams go. And, again, we only have 6 points in this contest, but I think we're in for a really good one, similar to the first meeting when these two teams played. Again, Central Catholic went down to Easton and beat the Red Rovers on their home floor, 56-54. So we'll see if Easton can return the favor tonight and beat the Vikes here at Rockne Hall.
Green makes the first. The second one is up. That one's good as well. It's a 6-2 lead. During the timeout, Filchner went over to the bench and grabbed a drink. They threw him the Gatorade bottle. Now quickly back the other way is Easton. Boylan goes top of the key. Huey tries to drive in. The double team comes. He kicks it out to Assad Brown. Brown stops, kicks it back out to Huey. They'll reset. Huey fakes right, goes left, finds all kinds of room, but he's blocked. Spugnardi tried to point in the direction of Central Catholic basketball. The officials are going to say it was tipped out of bounds by the Vikings, so possession will stay with Easton. We get our first substitution. It's Andrew Sensitz checking in. Jalen Green will exit.
Name sounds familiar, Andrew Sensitz. Of course, the Dennis Sensitz's son coming into the game, first sub of the night for either team.
He's the sixth man off the bench for Central Catholic, who nearly creates another turnover. Easton controls. It's Huey driving in and laying it in. He stopped right in the paint, drove into a triple team, but good patience to get the bucket at 6-4. So far, a good defensive presence by Central Catholic, nearly creating a turnover on every Easton possession thus far. Controlling is Nick Filchner on the far side wing. Filchner rolls to his left. The double teams comes. A lot of contact. He doesn't get the foul. Here comes Easton in transition. It's Clark. Clark steps through, finds a teammate. The baseline jumper rattles around, no good. Clark battling for the rebound. He won't get it. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Clark. The shot came from number 5, Assad Brown, from the baseline. Kind of like a quadruple doink there. Went off the rim a couple times. Didn't fall, so the score is still 6-4. And now Central Catholic has the basketball. Nick Filchner controlling. He goes top of the key, Spugnardi, and then over toward the far side wing, Thomas. Thomas goes down low, Liam Joyce. He's working against Boylan, but he kicks it out for a Filchner three. Yes! All cotton for Nick Filchner. He holds up 3 fingers as he goes back toward half court. It's 9-4. Jalen Green is at the scorer's table. He'll check in at the next whistle, and we're going to get a push foul called here, I believe, on Andrew Sensitz. Easton looked to go down low to Nashawn Johnson. Again, Central Catholic nearly took it away, but a little too much contact, according to the official. Jalen Green comes in. Nick Filchner is going to exit for the moment. The foul will go against Andrew Sensitz. It's his the first team foul of the half for Easton. They inbound all the way into the backcourt to Aaron Clark, and he'll bring the basketball up. He swings it near side wing, Assad Brown. Brown cycles the top of the key, tries to step through, nearly turns it over. It's batted away, but controlled by Chris Huey. Now it's Clark. He'll go down low, Brown. Brown swings it far side wing. We're going to get an Easton three. Yes! That one coming from Chris Huey. So it's 9-7, back to a one-possession game. 3.5 to go here in the first quarter. Tyson Thomas brings the basketball up. He's being tightly guarded by Assad Brown. He finds Andrew Sensitz. The double comes. Sensitz kicks it into the corner to Tyson Thomas. Thomas dribbles in, had a wide-open Spugnardi. Spugnardi wasn't expecting the pass. He seemed to quickly look the other way as the ball came. So that's going to go as a turnover. Possession will go back to Easton. Filchner re-enters the game for Sensitz.
Second turnover of the night for Central Catholic, and if you're Easton, Chris Huey off to a good start, has 5 of his team's 7 points here in this first quarter.
Bring the basketball up is Assad Brown. Brown swings it to Boylan on the far side wing. Boylan goes down low, Nashawn Johnson. He backs it back out, then finds Huey down to the free throw line. It's Clark. Clark tries to drive into a crowd. The turnaround jumper is good. Rattled all the way around. Looked like it was a bit short, but he gets the shooter's roll, and we're tied at 9.
He's got a really soft touch, Aaron Clark, and he showed it there on that little short jumper that he got to go to tie this one up.
The double team comes. They pass out of it, and it's a Jalen Green three, making them pay. That'll make Easton think about the double team. Central, a great job passing out of that one. A wide open Jalen Green, and he buried the three. Back the other way, it's Boylan working on the far side. He hands off to Huey. Huey drives in, then kicks to Clark. Clark on the far side wing, crosses over, drives in, and he lost the handle. Another Easton turnover. Here comes the fast break. It's Filchner. 2 steps. It's stripped away by Johnson. We'll get a foul. Johnson doesn't like it. I may have to agree with him. Looked like it was all ball from here. However, it was on the far side, so we can't see if he got the hand of Filchner on the swing through.
Filchner had an opportunity there to dump it off to his teammate Christian Spugnardi, but decided to go up, and he drew the foul, and now he goes to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
That's the first foul on Nashawn Johnson, the second team foul for Easton. We're going to get our first Easton substitution. Clark is going to exit for number 1, Derek Jacobs, the 6th man off the bench for the Red Rovers. Filchner made the first free throw. He'll get a second. The score 13-9 in favor of Central Catholic. The second free throw is up, 2 of 2 at the line. Goes Filchner, 14-9, 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Back the other way, it's Assad Brown. He kicks it out, Jacobs. Jacobs swings it near side Huey. Huey drives in against Joyce. He stops, and a laser jump shot goes for Huey. I believe that's 7 for Huey early in this one, 7 of his team's 11. 2 minutes to go, Tyson Thomas brings the basketball up. Top of the key, he'll drive in, kick it out. Eventually it's Green on the far side wing. He goes top of the key, Joyce. Joyce, all kinds of contact. They're going to call him for the travel. Looked like Joyce was pushed, but instead that'll be the third turnover for Central Catholic and give possession back to the Red Rovers.
I'm not sure who in this type of pace that we're going here, Dan, in this first quarter. Again, it's 14-11. We've seen decent amount of points here. We still have about 1:45 to go. What pace, who does this favor more, Central Catholic or Easton?
So far, I would say Central Catholic has gotten the better of the opportunities. Now we get an Easton 3-ball from guess who? It's Chris Huey. Give him 10, and we're locked up at 14. Easton connecting on the 3-ball thus far, specifically Huey connecting on the 3-ball thus far. Tyson Thomas controlling. Top of the key, down low, Joyce to Filchner. Some pretty passing there. Filchner throws the hand up as a thank you, sir, as he is the recipient of the pretty pass to give the Vikings a 16-14 lead. 1:07 and counting to go in this rapidly moving first quarter. It's Jacobs controlling top of the key. Jacobs goes to Huey. Huey will look to drive in, crosses over, loses the handle, but he gets it back. Now it's Boylan, far side wing. He fakes the shot, goes in. May have pushed off a little bit there, but he'll kick it out, and eventually it's Nashawn Johnson. Top of the key being guarded by, I believe that is Spagnardi. He'll kick it into the far side corner to Huey. Huey drives in, kicks it out to Jacobs on the near side wing. Jacobs nearly has it taken away, but he gets it off to Brown. Brown has it stripped away. It hit the official, I believe. The official was in play. Here comes Central Catholic. Thomas kicks it into the corner. It's a Jalen Green 3. Yes! Jalen Green from the near side corner, his second 3 of this one, and it's 19-14. Both teams putting on a three-point shooting contest in this one. We're under 20 seconds to go in the first. 19-14 Central Catholic. Easton is going to hold for 1. It's Assad Brown out toward half court. 10 seconds. Assad Brown cycles to his left, hands off to Jacobs. Jacobs on the near side wing. 5 seconds. Jacobs drives in, nearly has it taken away. Kicks it out. It's a Nashawn Johnson 3. Yes! Nashawn Johnson beats the buzzer. The acrobatic 3. He jumped in the air, hung in midair, had to throw it up, and he beats the buzzer. Unbelievable first quarter, and your score at the end of the first is Central Catholic 19, Easton 17. We're going to take a quick 30-second commercial break, and then we'll be back with second quarter action after this.